what is cloud computing? Let's first go back a little bit. First of all, cloud is really just being used as a metaphor for the internet. So it really is not anything new. It's been around for many, many years. It's a highly scalable environment, so you don't have to purchase a large infrastructure in advance that can support your growth. Instead, you pay as you go, pay for what you're actually using. It's a way for users to not have to have control or update the infrastructure that they are working on. And it also saves on a lot of licensing fees. So many corporations, usually larger companies like Amazon or BMW, have been in the cloud for many years. It's just that technology costs were so expensive that they couldn't really afford it. Now it's come down so much that small to medium-sized businesses are getting bombarded with the message of get into the cloud. What is the cloud made of? A few different things. First of all, the physical appliances, so network appliances, physical servers, all of the hardware that goes into creating your infrastructure. Second is the applications that we are hosting for you. And then last would be the actual data storage. It had an estimated infrastructure of $452 billion about a year ago. I just need to get an updated stat, but again, a very tried and tested technology that's been around for a long time. Now I'd like to talk about the different types of cloud solutions because I've already had a few people coming up to me asking how we're different from some of these. First of all, hosting, that's what we do. That's what we're here talking about. And this is where we are a managed service provider that are creating virtual servers to host all of your applications, your data, and your users in one central location. We're hosting the desktop applications that you already use today, and we're integrating with any online solutions. Second would be online access. This is probably the first way that you were introduced to cloud, and it's where you're logging in to view data. Online banking would be this type. So a lot of people don't think they're in the cloud, but in reality they've been using it for many, many years. Second would be online portal, so storage. This you may have on your own websites and are hosting a portal for your clients to log into and download tax documents. Maybe other solutions that you're familiar with would be Dropbox, ShareFile, those types of things. SaaS, this is probably the one that you hear about the most. And SaaS is software as a solution. This is where a manufacturer has come up with an online edition of their product for you to access, but again, it's not the desktop edition, that one application. So QuickBooks Online is an example, Salesforce is another example, or I spoke with this gentleman earlier about Thomson Reuters has come out with their SaaS solution. Again, it's just that manufacturer's solution. It's not all of your different apps. Now, kind of give you an overview of how the hosted model works. What we're doing is we are building you a custom server. We're installing all of your applications on it. We buy you the Windows Server license, the full Office suite, and then you provide the license numbers for your third-party applications like Office Tools Professional. Your Office suite we provide, but it's there for you in the cloud, your tax software, and then of course QuickBooks or Sage 50, whatever accounting software you and your clients are using. So all of these things are put up into the cloud, and then you designate which users should have access to which applications, files, and folders. So maybe you just need a server for yourself because your hardware is coming to the end of its life cycle. You don't want to replace all of that, and then it would just be you and your staff. A lot of my clients do QuickBooks hosting for their clients, so they designate client users to be able to log in so that they don't have to create accountant's copies and send files back and forth. Maybe the QuickBooks Online edition is not something that's a good fit for you or your clients. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about best practices because this just isn't about Cloud9. This is really about moving to the cloud in general and things that you should consider in that move. First of all, remember that the cloud is supposed to remove the high upfront costs. So when you're looking at a provider, you're going to want to look at exactly what they're offering and exactly what that commitment is, as well as what the first upfront costs are. Cloud is supposed to remove the high upfront costs, not add to it. Learn from the early adopters. So again, this is a technology that has been around for a very, very long time. There are lots of periodicals out there about it. There's lots of blogs out there about it. And the accounting profession is actually extremely lucky that you have so many thought leaders that have already done this, that are educating about it. I speak to businesses of all different kinds, especially even I've been speaking with lawyers a lot recently, and they They're a few years behind you guys in the curve in terms of what their managing board is doing. So the AICPA and CPA to Biz have really been out there and educating on this for a while. So learn from their mistakes. Go with vetted and certified cloud providers. The reason that I say this is that I am seeing more and more of local IT companies popping up saying, yeah, we can build you a cloud. This isn't what they've been doing. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So definitely go with somebody who has been doing this for a while. It is their main business, and they're not just reacting because they are going to lose some hourly billing. SAS 70 is the old certification. We get asked all the time for a SAS 70 report. We do, of course, still have on file, but the AICPA eliminated that in December of 2011. The new standard by the AICPA is SOC 2. Depending on your type of organization, you may need as well SSAE 16, or maybe some of your clients will need HIPAA. So different things to consider, but SAS 70 is old. Look for SOC 2. I recommend to everybody to address your security concerns with any vendor prior to engaging. I'll give you at the end of this a checklist to go through, no matter which type of cloud provider you're talking to, and things to ask. Try before you buy. I highly recommend this. There are so many cloud providers out there, and we all, if you're a licensed, accredited company, have a good standard product. But all of the platforms are a little bit different. Even though we're doing similar things, the delivery of our product is definitely different. So try before you buy. We do all have free trials. Solve the integration problem. What I mean by this is also with the singular sign-on, I see so many firms come to me and they're like, well, I'm Hartley in the cloud. I have this manufacturer that I'm using their cloud service, and then another manufacturer over here that I have a portal with, but I still have to have a local server for XYZ. That's taking away half the benefit of the cloud. So solve the integration problem, get singular sign-on by going to a provider who can host all of your applications in one central location and work with all your different application services, SaaS products, to make sure that they're all integrating in one central location. Otherwise, you're really going to be unproductive. Dual monitor functionality, this is a huge thing with you guys. I don't have very many clients that aren't working on at least 2 monitors, some 4 and 5. Our environment is compatible with up to 16. When we were on Connection Managers, they were compatible, but there were definitely some issues and not having seamless windows. So again, you can test that out when you do a free trial, but find out about those kind of limitations. Backups, this is you and your client's disaster recovery. Find out how often, how long they are kept, and where they are stored. Backups, obviously, huge concern, especially with all of the natural disasters that have been going on in the country. Checking your own connectivity. Remember, you are going to be working in the cloud full time when you move to a cloud server. So it's not like you're just poking around on the internet searching for things. This is a direct stream that is constantly going to be passing information, especially applications that you're going to be working in. There are 3 tests that we recommend. If you'd like to know those, please just let me know. But I highly recommend that you check your own connectivity before moving to the cloud.